I'm Megan. This is my husband Billy. We met on eHarmony. These are our children, Michael and Lydia. And these are my siblings, Jacob and Zoe. We aren't your typical family, but together we have lots of fun. Okay, so, hopefully that gap between you saw the video again. I didn't realize that YouTube had where you could take one of your old videos, re-upload it again, and then I could just edit my intro back out of that and save it. So that is what I did. So I have my notebook and I'm ready to go. I wanted to talk about, this is going to be a continuing to the Friday story time. And I kind of wanted to talk about my husband's relationship with my siblings, especially my two younger siblings. And I know I've touched up about this a few times. I just kind of wanted to make a straight video on it because I feel like I haven't. Anyway, so in this, I want to talk about my husband's relationship with my siblings. So I am the oldest of 6 kids. The majority of us are gone and out of the house. Another one's married. Another one owns their own home. So majority of us are older. So when it came to dating someone, it wasn't, my phone is doing something goofy. It wasn't like everybody was at home and this is really awkward because you're a teenager. No, I was 25 when I met Billy. So you're kind of at the point where they kind of like expect you to have dated a few times. But whenever I met Billy online, on eHarmony actually, he had 2 kids, and that didn't bother me at all. But from the beginning, I made note that I wanted him to have a good relationship with my siblings. I wanted a good relationship with what would be my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-laws. I wanted him to have a good relationship with mine. Because let's just talk about the 2 youngest ones, especially because I'm so close to them and my time with them is very important to me. I wanted him to see that value and to really to have a relationship with them, to really work on a relationship with them. And it was something that he took very, very seriously, and I really appreciate him for that. Because yes, my older siblings, I want him to have a good relationship with them, but they're adults. You know, if they don't like each other or they're not too keen on each other, it's not as big of a deal as the younger 2. Sydney, cut it out! I swear, these fucking doors. And so for me, it was very important that they did have a good relationship. And really from the start, I would say probably about pretty close to the start, whenever we finally met each other, he invited them to do things with us. And that meant a lot to me. It was something that my brother did when he had a girlfriend that you know what, the younger 2 went with them often. He was like, don't like it, okay, I guess we're not dating. Like, that's something that I really appreciated with my brother, because he always included him. Like, if they were going to the movies, why can't the 2 younger ones go? Like, they weren't seeing anything that they couldn't see. You know, so it was something that I really appreciated my brother did. And so when it was my turn to start dating, I shouldn't say my turn, but when I decided to start dating, I really appreciated that Billy really included them in. So he pretty much included them in right from the beginning. And as time went on, he started doing things like inviting them to do just things with him, or doing things with him and my brother. I'm the oldest, but the older brother. So the 3rd in the lineup. And I really, really appreciated that. And I really felt respected and everything too, because he really took that on as, you know, this is something that's important to her, so it's important to me. With the big age difference between me and my younger two siblings, I was 13 when Zoe was born and I was 15 when Jake was born. So I really feel like a second set of parents. They also fall right in the middle of Michael and Lydia, so it's like having just a house full of teenagers, and that's how I refer to it. After Michael turned 13, I was like, we are a house of teenagers. We do not have any preteens or kids anymore. It's like a full teenage mode. And I include Jake and Zoe in that. Now it's kind of funny because it's not weird for me to come home from work and be walking in the house and Billy's on the phone. Well, that's not weird. Like, really, that's not weird. But it's not weird for it to be with my brother, Jace. It's not weird to be Jake or Zoe. It's not like, sometimes Zoe will be, like, him and I will be in the same room on 2 different couches. And I'm like, who are you messaging right now? And he's like, oh, Zoe. And it's like, So I really like that they have been able to develop their relationship, and Zoe feels like she can talk to him anytime about anything. Now I'm pretty sure as a teenager and a girl there are some awkward moments, but I really appreciate that she feels like she can call on him and talk to him, and it's super nice. I love how they also get super excited to see him when they're here, or they get excited to talk to him, or they want to tell him stories. And I see that with him. He's excited. He asks all the time. Like, if we go a chunk of time without seeing them, he starts asking, when are they coming? When are you planning on getting them? Have you talked to your dad? Have you talked to your mom? Have you talked to your brother? And so that's super cool. And even Billy's really good to say, like, have you talked to your brother? And he means, Sid, hush. When he says, hey, have you talked to your brother? He means Jace. And so it's kind of funny because he's like, oh, I talked to him. Also, I really appreciate it because being that when we met, he already had a teenager. And so he was already dealing with all of that. He's really good about understanding and being able to step back, and sometimes I'm like, they're just being shit. And he can step back and see it for the bigger picture. And as a dad of a teen and as a sister of a teen, it's a little different. But I love how he can kind of step back and see it, and he can help me be that better sister to them because of his relationship with them. And sometimes he sees things a little different than me, and sometimes I don't want to admit that he's right, and then other times I'm like, you're right there. So basically that is it for this video, just my husband's relationship with my siblings, and I love it. I think it's awesome. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.